As we're driving down to the Grand Canyon, I can't help but think, after all the planning, all the dreaming, we're finally driving up to it. We've been driving for about a week at this point, through snow and cold, just trying to get to the beginning of the fun part of the adventure. Now, when we decided to document this, we wanted to do the whole YouTube thing, and what I realized is I didn't record any conversations or a lot of video with us. We just kind of focused on where we were going and what we were seeing, and that doesn't make for very good YouTubing. So we're learning. And so I'm trying to take some of this footage from different places that we've seen and gone, and at least try and put something together to kind of share with you guys the places that we've been during this past winter, before we head out on this winter where we're going to try and do better as far as vlogging goes. Now, as you can see, the scenery here was just absolutely stunning, and we kept kind of remarking about how flat it seemed, considering that we were going to this great canyon, something that was on our bucket list for a long time. And just kind of wondered, you'd think there'd be more mountains, but no, I guess it's kind of flat except for that little mountain that's starting to get bigger. And just kind of wondering what we're going to see when we get there. It was absolutely amazing to think that we finally made it to this point, and that our grand adventure for the winter was starting. We'd seen a few other things before this. Granted, on the way we tried to make some fun areas to stop at, some cool things to see, but this was the first major thing. By the way, if you're wondering about the bull horns, that's something we bought on the way to the Grand Canyon. It's just something that we wanted to put in the RV, kind of give it our own little personality, and they're still there. We had to switch them around. As you can see in this video, they're pointing forward, which we figured would be safer, but they weren't really staying on very well. So we ended up flipping them around, so hopefully we don't have any major accident, spear ourselves with the bull horns, but they look amazing and we really love them. They kind of make the RV feel a bit more like home. So after this long drive, finally we made it to the campground. I was really pleased getting here, thinking we hear these stories how even in December, which this was right before Christmas, there could be a lot of snow in the Grand Canyon area. But it was actually a really beautiful day, wasn't too cold, the sun was out, and after driving long days to get here, it kind of felt like the end of the long haul drive to get where kind of the more fun part was going to be. We'd seen and done things to get here, but now we felt like we could rest a little bit, finally kind of recuperate from the long driving and the cold weather and stuff. And we were looking forward to having fun with the Grand Canyon, exploring, hiking, looking at different things, and really beginning this adventure of ours. But just when we thought we were going to be able to rest, obviously our elf on a shelf had different plans. Now meet Pompon. He's a very kind person, in a way, but boy does he like to do really bad tricks. And this was the morning that we woke up, ready to go see the Grand Canyon. Words can't describe how amazing and immense the Grand Canyon is. Even standing there with your own eyes, it's like you cannot believe what you're seeing. The kids had a blast. It was so great to finally be somewhere to have our minds blown. As you can see, the kids have their activity books. So national parks in the United States have the Junior Ranger program. It's a way for us to make our trip and adventures a bit more educational, and educational for the kids, but also for us because we're helping them out. And trust me, we don't always know the answers ourselves. So it was really a great way to learn more about the places we visit. So if ever you're running about into the national parks and having an adventure there, make sure if you're with kids that you do the Junior Ranger program. It's a really amazing program, well worth the time to go and grab the book. After a long day, nothing like a cold beer to kind of absorb everything we'd just seen and warm up a little bit next to a beautiful fire that was next to our table, and just kind of reminisce on our first day. And it, like I say, it was something we really needed to absorb, and seeing the smile on those kids' faces just made all the driving worthwhile.
I promise to discover all I can about Grand Canyon.
I promise to discover everything I can about the Grand Canyon.
I will share my discoveries with others.
I will share my
Discoveries with others.
I pledge to protect Grand Canyon
Pledge to protect Grand Canyon.
and all national parks. Congratulations, you're now both Junior Rangers south of the Grand Canyon.
So as we come to the end of our Grand Canyon video, thank you so much for watching, and I hope this wasn't too bad of a video. Like I said, these are not going to be great, but we really want to be able to share where we've been last winter. And join us next time. This is where we were for Christmas, a little bit after the Grand Canyon. So until then, thanks for watching, and look forward to sharing more of our adventures with you in the coming little while. So see you next time.